Hi, so I found some rather compelling material to share with you guys. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. I am confident that this is a juvenile, most likely a male, peeking out of this crevice. Well, as I walk by, its eyes turn red. I think it's eye glow because there's no sunshine going between the leaves and the branches. So, yeah, I went back to our first trip before I had the gimbal. I'm watching at 10% speed, as I like to do. And I found quite a few things that I missed. Vocals, sounds, anomalies. I added the audio from the 2 videos that I took these clips from because, like I said, I missed a few vocals and stuff. So make sure your ears are open, your eyes are open. I hope you can watch this on a PC or a bigger screen so you can get all the details. I mean, this is just phenomenal and unexpected. Make sure you keep your eye on that face. You'll notice how it keeps me in sight. And after this clip, you're going to want to keep your eye on the lower right-hand corner because something bursts into frame. I think it's like right in front of me. It's like a spirit or some kind of energy. It just ebbs and flows. You'll see what I mean. Then there's a couple more clips of it where it like shrinks down into like orb size and just zips around. It's not sun glare. You'll see. Alright guys, keep your eye out because we smell like a sewagey shit smell. And we were going to go off the path, but we just want to turn around. We don't want to go off trail too much because this is our first time here. We're not familiar with it yet.
Oh.
Huh? Where's it coming from? Now here I can start to smell the leaves and all the earthy smell. It's only back there. What were we, like 30 yards off trail? That's it? That's weird. That's another thing they do. They project their stench when they're threatened, or they probably want to chase people away. Oh, spurt. Who knows? That was raunchy.
I smell it real strong again.
Huh. It's like whiffs of sewage.
Yeah,
Sewage and like fresh shit.
I heard something ahead.
Okay, got the camera up high.
Probably something moving. Right.
Look at all this stuff here, all this wood. Like, why are all these? It's random. Like, why here?
It doesn't make sense.
Another weirdness. I hear cracking again.
Call it, rat 'em out.
They're gonna smell my candy bar.
Didn't they used to have a commercial with Bigfoot for a whooping car
I can't remember.
a long time ago?
They probably did. Oh, this footage to look at when I'm editing. See if I see anything. I heard crack-a-lacking over here about 20 seconds ago. It's harder to see over here. There's something over here like a clack noise. They use the sun to their advantage too. My stomach just got butterflies. Hey guys. What's up? We got another candy bar if you want it. And the pelleted chewies. Saltwater taffy. The sun, yeah, I don't want to have footage with the sun blaring in our eyes. But they know how to use the sun like that. If we turn around, we'll be blind. That's for sure. Oh wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. That tree's bent down purposely.
Definitely.
Holy shit.
Definitely
Look at this lovely blind.
brought this here.
Wow. That one tree's pulled down.
Yeah.
And then, wow. Look at that blind. Wow. I smell the sewage again. It's got a bad whiff. It's her leaves.
There's green stuff under this dead.
I think that's that sapling right there. Oh, two saplings are bent over. Look at this.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Why am I going so close with the camera like an idiot? Okay. Look at that. It's bent over, that sapling. That one's broken. And look at all the dead shit on it. This is the same stuff we saw. Almost. That stuff right there with the gray bark. And there were no... See, there's no trees like this near here either with that kind of bark. Even if you look up, it's... I'd noticed something down the mountain, ducked down between trees. It was black and it was fast. So naturally I stopped to start zooming and take a better look. I remember these are the early days. My camera skills were very shoddy. And that's the reason that I didn't put a lot of the footage out. As I'm focusing on this particular area, I notice movement. I see changes in the appearance of that black shadow blob, or whatever that is. I have a strong feeling that there's more than one down there. I think that they might use bark to their advantage. Like maybe they strip some of that bark to make like shields and disguises. They probably carry branches around. I mean, just quick, throw this up, there's a human coming. It'd be so easy to hide like that. And I'm thinking that, of course, they're utilizing natural things from the environment. Why not? It helps you blend right in. They're masters of their environment. I see something, but I'm having a hard time finding it in the viewfinder. Ah. It is. It's absolutely silent. I don't know what kind of sound that is. It's probably a bird. There we go. Why is it so silent? What time is it? I just heard something big back there.
Yep. Look, there's got to be around 3:30.
Something like that. Was that a rock?
It's down there. To the left.
Sounded like a rock was thrown. And hit another one. That might be a... Oh, I can't wait to see this on video.
You could hear a pin drop. It's so quiet.
I know, it's creepy.
Be 1,000 birds chirping.
Guys, we're in upstate New York, southern tier. And it's pretty early in the afternoon. It's about 3:30. And we're hearing a few cracks and pops here. And I could have sworn I heard a rock be thrown, but we have it on video. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, a little zoomed. Wow. I'm getting a nervous, like, excited feeling in my stomach.
Which way the branches are pointing. If they would have fell down from this tree, they'd be pointing this way. The
Right.
stump should be this
Oh,
way.
yeah. That's true. And that bark just doesn't match. Oh, look, there's a third. No, that's the one from over there. I thought there was another one broke. I was like, holy shit. That's not it. All right. Wow. Interesting stuff. There's tons of acorns. They should be gone by now. I'll pick a few up for my little squirrels when I see them. Wow.
Pick like 100 of them and give them acorns instead of...
Yeah. And then around Christmas time, they have all the shelled nuts, like a variety. Because that's the best for them, because their teeth always grow like rats.
Right over there. Something rustling again.
The sun's not so bad.
Things been following us since we got here.
They usually do. That's an old tree stump. And then logs knocked over. You can see the end of them, and it's real dark. It's like, that's so weird on the ground. People always think shadows are Sasquatches, but that's why I really appreciate the zoom. It's amazing. Because that thing I said, I was like, oh, that's just a bunch of leaves. Huh. Look at this handy dandy mess here.
Yeah. That's not natural.
No.
Shit's jammed in there every which way.
Oh yeah. I had to add these photos in. This wasn't very far from the blind that we were just looking at. There's lots of sign around here. That's more signals. Well, like I said, this is the closest place to us with the most sightings, so. And I have to bring some red yarn.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, they didn't blow in here or fall.
Nope. Let's bring something else.
Especially this one.
Yeah, that's...
This one's jammed from that side. This one's jammed from this side. This one's jammed in between these three. No way it could have fell in there.
That's another thing. If I find branches shoved, everything. This is just...
Under these.
The deeper we get into here, that's like one thing after the other already. And the rustling. Probably two of them following us. They supposedly never travel alone. I keep getting butterflies in my stomach. And that thing, I'm so intuitive. Like, I pick up people's energy. Like, if I'm in an elevator with people and somebody's really pissed off, I pick it up. Or happy. I can feel it. Like, why does my stomach keep flipping? If it wasn't for sound. But everyone says they're not the ones to worry about. They don't hurt people. They're very curious of us. They're terrified of us, of course, because most people, if they saw one here, they'd freak and they'd go scream it. The news would be on. The guys would be back here with hunting guns. So you can't blame them for hiding. Oh, goodness. Oops. I'm going to turn the camera off in a little bit. If you're curious about this area and this ecosystem, whether it supports large mammals or not, well, we do have black bear, and it's New York's largest reported carnivore. They're primarily vegetarians. They eat an incredible amount of small edibles, like succulent plants, skunk cabbage, grasses, sedges, clover, insects, especially ants and bees, berries, fruits, nuts, mast, which is acorns and beech nuts, and plant roots. Bears are opportunists and they'll eat whatever is readily available. Even amphibians, reptiles, small mammals, fish, carrion, and garbage. If they're given the opportunity, they'll avail themselves of human foods, and they'll go after anything from barbecue chicken to freeze-dried meals and trail mix. They love birdseed, particularly the sunflower seeds. They'll go after your suet, pet food, and any agricultural crops. They love corn, oats, as well as honey, and they eat the occasional livestock. 95% of the black bear diet is plant-based. They can forage up to 20 hours a day during the fall, which increases their body weight by 35% in preparation for winter. Cubs stay with their mother for about 2 years to learn how to hunt and survive. Other than humans, the black bear has very few predators. Bobcats, cougars, and coyotes occasionally attack cubs. It's also common for adult male black bears to eat bear cubs of their own kind. The lean bears are very fast and they can exceed 30 miles per hour when running, and they're very good swimmers. These bears can live 30 years in the wild when they're not affected by humans. They typically only live for about 10 years, and that's due to the encounters with humans, whether it's being hunted, hit by cars, or killed because the bear is considered a nuisance. I get so sad when I think of the way we humans interfere with wildlife, whether it's directly or indirectly. If it weren't for us, or maybe if we were still primitive and not so populated, or if the Industrial Revolution never happened, and people would stop breeding so much, imagine how lovely this planet would be. Humans are the most dangerous animal in the world. Back to the bears. American black bears are relatively free of parasites and diseases, with infestations and outbreaks having minimal impact on their overall populations. Trichinosis, low levels of roundworms, and low frequencies of mange and ticks have been found in New York's bears. Rabies was confirmed in one black bear in New York in 1999, and there was another case in 2003. These two instances are the only confirmed cases of rabies in black bears in New York. In the 2003 case, staff at a youth camp in the Catskill region of New York contacted the DEC staff for assistance with a small black bear acting strangely. The bear was found to be suffering from tremors and hindquarter paralysis and was destroyed by the DEC, which is the Department of Environmental Conservation. Postmortem analysis confirmed that the bear was rabid. Several camp staff chose to undergo rabies post-exposure treatments. There's also moose that live in New York, and most of them are located in the northeastern part of the state, in the Adirondack Mountains and the Taconic Highlands along the Massachusetts and Vermont borders. Moose are primarily browsers who feed on leaves, twigs, and buds of hardwood and softwood trees and shrubs. An adult moose eats 40 to 60 pounds per day while browsing. That's a lot of food. Their favorite plant species to eat includes willows, birches, maples, balsam fir, viburnums, aspen, and mountain ash. In the winter, moose may strip and eat the bark from small trees, usually maples and aspen. Cambium is the inner layer of bark, which is very nutritious, and it's sought out by these and other mammals like deer and beaver when the food is scarce. It's loaded with nitrogen, which is a necessary element for plants and animals. If you're wondering why some animals eat tree bark, it's because their bodies need nitrogen. Its sources are limited in the wild. The trees need nitrogen to grow. It can be found in their buds and seeds, and in the tips of the growing branches, and in the cambium. There are humans, other than survivalists, who enjoy eating cambium, and some of them call it tree bacon. I've seen videos of people frying it up. I think someone said it has like a lemony taste. I don't know. I'm not going to go out and strip cambium from trees or anything. Animals, even beavers that can chew up wood, don't get any nutrition out of it. The nutrition is found only in the nitrogen-rich tree parts. During the winter, there are no seeds, and the buds are too high for deer to reach, and on the tips of branches where porcupines are too heavy to go. High on the edible tree list are red oak, beech, and hemlock. At the bottom of this list comes ironwood, which is the last choice of the mammals out there. In summer, moose feed heavily on aquatic plants in ponds and wetlands, wading into the water and reaching beneath the surface for plants. They also depend on these wet areas to escape from biting insects in the hot weather. Ideal moose habitat consists of a mosaic of upland mature mixed forest, open areas created by burns or logging, and wetlands. The regrowth of browse species after a fire or clear cut offers nutritious food in large quantities needed by moose, Small clear cuts with some softwood cover retained are better than large clear cuts of more than 100 acres. The black bear is a significant predator of moose calves less than 9 weeks old. Coyotes may also take an occasional calf. There are no predators of adult moose in New York State, but elsewhere in North America, wolves are their main predator. Moose are susceptible to a parasite known as brainworm. It affects the nervous system and usually causes death. Other parasites such as liver flukes and lungworm can weaken a moose and make it susceptible to secondary infections. In other states with a higher moose density, winter ticks have become the main mortality factor for moose, but these ticks have not yet been documented in New York. One thing that I'm finding when we go out is a lack of animal sign. Outside of birds and a couple of chipmunks, I've seen very minimal evidence. It was maybe 2 or 3 times that I saw deer hoof tracks. And I've seen one buck and either a fox or a coyote track, just one set in the wintertime. That's it. Yeah, one of the trails of deer tracks was during the winter as well. So where are all the animals? How come raccoons and bears aren't drawn to the food here? I mean, Allegheny National Forest is rampant with bears. This is where all the bears like to go. It's been reported that black bears could smell up to 2 miles away. They don't really travel too far away for food. Females will go like 2 to 6 miles, and males have a range of like up to 15 miles. And it's springtime, food is scarce. We've gone there 3 times this year. It's more typical than not for us to find some of the food that was left. They don't eat everything, but as you know, bears and raccoons would. Last time there, the way that I found the honey I'd left last winter was very, very peculiar. I'm kind of mad that I took it home, but you'll see that soon in one of the upcoming videos because I can hear rock tapping behind me. So got plenty more coming your way. Seriously, there's just so much stuff. It's amazing. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you find.